Welcome back to the stream here. We're going to be doing, I think today's going to be a chill make some pixel art kind of day. And there is, you know, if you look up there, we're only one follower away from getting our goal. So that might be nice. Maybe that's going to happen today. And I'm going to be, I try to enable alerts. So I've got a new follower alert set on Twitch, I think. So maybe we'll be able to see it if it happens on stream. Who knows? I got a friend, 7arc, who's streaming right now. Hey Holden, what's up, dude? I got a friend who's streaming right now, and he said if he's done streaming, he might raid me. So maybe we'll get some new viewers here. And then, you know, I'm kind of thinking that's not a bad move to kind of make our follower goal one follower ahead of what we're currently at, so that anyone who sees it is like, oh, I could be the follower who gets them to the goal, and I just keep moving the goal one follower higher and higher. That's maybe not a bad idea to get to 50 so we can get affiliate, you know? But we'll see. It's going to be chill today. Not going to be too stressful. I do want to fix one thing we did yesterday, though. We'll call this Sprite Art Day or something. Sprite Art. So what I want to fix from yesterday is we did some not so smart things yesterday with the map rendering. So if we go ahead and look what we got, we've got sand where every one billiard ball used to be, and we've got 10 levels now of stuff, 10 maps. But we shouldn't have done it like this, and I think there's a better way, because if we take a look at our map class here, we're rendering the same texture, and I don't like that. So like, we go ahead and declare that every map goes ahead and gets initialized with a sand, which is number 1, but our number 1 was also being used to make these firsts, the first billiard balls. So what I want to do is go back into our pictures here, and we'll go definitely not this. Definitely not that. But we want to go to our pictures here, and we're going to go, instead of having a textures atlas with the one being sand. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but I hate this idea now. So what I want to do instead is we're going to go back to our 9 circles texture, but we're just going to add another row of more textures so that we can still use the same circles drawable, but we don't have to give up rendering our billiard balls. So we're just going to open that file, and we're just going to modify it a bit and get us the ability to render the billiard balls as well as our new tiles. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is make a taller canvas, and we're going to be taller by 12 pixels, so that gets us to 60. And then, so when we slice this up for drawing, these should still be the same numbers in our quad. So like 1 should still be 1, 9 should still be 9. But, oh, and you know what? We messed this up. We got to get the right canvas size. Here we go. So, 64 should be it. Okay. Cool. So what we'll go ahead and do here is import our other textures. And this way we just have one atlas we're rendering all those things from. We'll go ahead and just open up our dirt. Now let's do our sand first. And then we'll just place it appropriately. I don't know why I didn't think of this yesterday, but this makes a lot more sense than what we did yesterday. So we're going to be replacing all these anyway, but I just don't like the way I did it yesterday, so just going to try to fix that. So we're just giving us 3 new textures, not sand, I wanted dirt. Three new textures on our original background art, and cool. So now this will be our new background art. We'll just go ahead and export this as a PNG, and we're gonna call it we'll just call it testsprites, because that's all we're really using it for. So we call it testsprites.png, camel case, and we'll go ahead and import it as a drawable. So we got to go to our main here. And then import it here. This will be called testsprites. Love.graphics. New image, and we'll be getting this file we just exported called testsprites.png. Okay, so we've got it imported as a drawable. Now when we go into our map, instead of putting sand as the default thing we're putting in here, we'll go ahead and go into our constants, and we'll give ourselves a sand that equals 10, because it would be equal to 10 now on this sprite sheet, because it's the next sprite sheet. So wherever I initialized sand here, I'm going to erase that, and then it went tall grass at 11, and then dirt 12. So now in our declarations, we should be able to say the default map is now sand, but instead of it being 1, now it is 10. And that should allow us to render not the textures drawable, but our test sprites. So if we run our test sprites here, this populates all of our maps with the test sprites of default value, which is our sand, now value 10. And then we want to render all of our manually assigned stuff, which is the same exact sprite table. So this would render the billiard balls above our sand still, but we're only doing one sprite sheet. Oh lordy. You know, I think I like it. Oh god. What happened there? What? What did I do? Let me see if we put in 1. What happens? Okay, we are definitely jacked up. Oh, and you know what? I think... Are we saving the sprite height? Because it's chopping up the quads at a wrong location. I feel like we might be chopping up the sprite when we assign our quad here. Yep, I know what's going on, I'm pretty sure. Where do we chop up our sprite? Play state? We've got a tile sheet. Oh, here it is. Okay, so what if our tile sheet was our test sprites? Okay, and then the generate quads will now be based on this tile sheet, which has the correct dimensions for slicing it up. And now we should not get that nasty error. What's up, Fart Knocker? Okay, cool. So the question is, are we getting sand? This looks like we're not getting sand, we're getting 1 billiard balls. Okay, let's see if we can't figure that out real quick. Oh, we just undid it. So we go to our map declarations, and instead of 1, we're gonna say this default value is now the new sand, which isn't 1 anymore. It's gonna be 10. Let's see if sand is here. And it is. Cool. So we actually don't have... I was thinking that we would render the sand and then render the billiard balls, but since we are overriding, we're doing the sand first and then drawing the billiard balls. Well, they do have a transparency, so I guess I'm still a little confused why they aren't showing. But we do have all the billiard balls rendering, so we can test which quad we're indexing. And we have levels populated with sand all the way up through 1010, I believe. So we should have a potential of 100 levels we can traverse through right now, but there's nothing here. So, you know, eventually we're going to need to add other entities. We need to add, you know, better art, obviously, which we're going to work on today. And then we're going to have to add collision detection, because you can't just willy-nilly walk every single pixel on the frame, right? If there's water there, you can't walk into the water. If there's a little post there, you can't quite, you know, walk through it. So we're gonna have to figure out how to add the collision detection, as well as all the entities. So that's gonna be huge. And I think, like yesterday, I was saying how, like, I've been kind of tackling the biggest bang for our buck, because like now we've got levels rendering it the way we want them, and we've got 100 levels worth of traversing, which is cool. I think the next big bang for our buck is gonna be entities, so we can add little characters crawling around. Like Link's Awakening's got little butterflies flying around. I was thinking we can do little geckos running on the sand. It's like little sprites of little entities of geckos or something running around, and they can run out of grass and stuff like that. I'm kind of curious what the tall grass is gonna look like. So we can instead populate our default with tall grass and then see what that looks like. So as soon as we get out of our billiard balls here, we'll get that tall grass. And then we'll need to render, little grass in front of Quoth's feet. It'd be standing on a grass texture. So all that stuff we're gonna have to figure out how to do. But Sprite has really cool tools to kind of layer these textures and make sure they overlap correctly. So that's why this looks so good when we scroll. Like it looks like one, even though it's 16 pixels, it looks like it's one whole image. Like the looping is hidden, so it's really cool. Okay, so I think we will start to make our master sprite sheet now. And yeah, aka Bob, I kind of ripped off the Link's Awakening sand. I didn't trace it, but I definitely picked the same color palette and kind of drew in a similar manner. But most of this stuff is going to be ripping off Link's Awakening, and that's okay, because it's a great game. So I guess we need to kind of decide how big our sprite sheet's going to be, because we don't want to be switching the size of our sprite sheet, because that'll change the index of whichever ones we're it'll change the index of whatever we're trying to save as dirt or sand or whatever. So I'm kind of curious how many, if we have just like a base amount of sprites that we might want to do. I thought I had a full complete sheet of it, but I'm not seeing it. Dude, no, I haven't beat Tears of the Kingdom yet. I have not beat Tears of the Kingdom yet. So I've got I don't know, I got a bunch of the underground done. I got a lot of my assistant guys, but I have not beat the Ganon. Yeah, so you did beat it, but you didn't get all the everything. I mean, who gets all the everything in Tears of the Kingdom? So like, look at how pretty this is. Like, if we give ourselves these sprites here of different grass edges, you know, so like we have like a top edge grass, a right edge grass, corner grass, then we can start to map out little dirt pathways like this. Yeah, I want to go back too. I was having so much fun with it. I really do love it. We'll eventually add chickens, of course. I'm trying to find, I thought I had saved a big ol' thing. Big ol' sprite sheet of everything, but I guess I did not. I think Fartknocker sent me this, which is really sweet. Ooh-wee! Yeah, look at that. This is awesome. So like this in terms of like level design, once I'll probably pull this into A-Sprite and overlay the real grids on there, so we can kind of see what a decent level design looks like, because we're limited by these little squares. So it's like, does, you know, every square have like 2 exit points, or how many as a percentage, or only vertical, that sort of deal. But this gives us a good idea of where to kind of, because if I make a map as big as this, I'd be totally happy, right? This is huge. So this is probably about 10 by 10. Let's see, this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, never mind. 12, 14. Gosh, it looks like it's 20 by 20. It kind of looks like it's 20 by 20. But then like a whole spot like this, these river rapids, it's like in the game you only really play that like once. Well, unless you really like river rapids. But then once you go inside the dungeons, you know, there's a whole nother dungeon aspect of the game too. So this isn't all you get to play. But I'm curious if we can find a big old sprite sheet of a lot of them. Let's see, Link's Awakening sprite sheet. And it's an awesome map. Like, I love how economical they were with it. Because once you see the patterns, you see how they built out a lot of the stuff. Come on. I swear I had this as a reference. I guess I didn't save it though. Maybe it was this one. It must have been this one we've got saved that I was thinking of. Let's go ahead and pull it up. I started, I did a little bit of a deep dive into the entity system in the Games 250 or Games CS50 repo, and it's looking pretty complicated. Like on the surface, it looks simple to implement it, but there's a lot of the little details that I'm not quite getting. Like naming conventions and the overall flow of the change of state, because they're changing all their animations with a state machine, and we're not doing any of that stuff. So that's going to be another one, rehauling our main character into entity data-driven design. I think that needs to happen before we make a lot of other entities, because it'll make the scaling of it so much more possible. But it is tough. I'm gonna go ahead and keep 9 circles, keep our test sprite, and let's go look at that overworld here. Okay, so it looks like, let's make this big. Okay, so at the moment we've got tall grass, right? So we've got this one, but the big ones that we should get done today are for sure all of these grass, all of the edge grass. We've got all the green grass, but we need the edge grasses, and then we need the walkway, which I haven't seen the walkway. Here's the dirt. We've got a dirt one, but we need that little, like, the pathway. I mean, we don't need it, but it did look more like a pathway than just random dirt. So that's why I think this isn't complete, because we're not seeing that. But then, like, this brick tile is really nice. Oh, here's that pathway. Here's that pathway. So it looks a lot like dirt. It's just, it looks a little more paved or something. So we'll need all the grass, all the edge grasses. It'd be nice if we had some grass like this. We might do quicksand, or we might do mud. We'll have to decide. We could add the water, the wavy water. The animation on that's going to be fun and a little tricky. But it's going to be totally worth it to walk to the beach and then just see. Oh, and these. I really like these. These darker bricks, or these colored bricks. Hi, Holden. How you doing, bud? Oh, crap. I didn't realize this is... I forget the... anytime I go into full screen, it just blacks out. So I was just talking to a black screen there. Sorry, guys. So I was pointing out these bricks. I like these colored bricks up here. We need to do these edge grasses. And then here's that sand I ripped off. Mine's a little different, but they've got like a seashell and a seed and a shipwreck stuff. We can get a little creative like with that if we want. So I guess the question is, how many sprites is this sheet? And then we'll just give ourselves a sprite sheet that big, and we'll start indexing into it. So I guess what we can do is count them. There's 6, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So maybe a 24 by 24. 6, 12. Yeah, let's do a 24 by 24 tile. So that would be 24 times 16, which is who knows what. Okay, so 384. We'll do a 384 square for our sprite sheet. And we'll go ahead and just... we'll make an A sprite of 384 by 384. So we'll go new 384. And I'm kind of curious, and what we might do is just literally rip off this sprite sheet so we can practice indexing into it, and I could show you guys the little Python slicer. Watch Holden grow up to be a game dev, because he was watching all these streams as he was growing up. Okay, so I'm gonna import this big old picture of Koholint Island. No, it is the sprite sheet. Okay, so if we take this, and it might be mapped, I think. Oh, this will screw us up. They've got 1 pixel border around every single one. So, and I think they did that on purpose, so you can't just do what I'm about to do, which is place it in here. I mean, I don't see why they would care. But here's our big thing. Yeah, see, it doesn't quite fit. I'm kind of curious. Nope. Well, it kind of lines up. Yeah, if we line it up. It might be a pixel off. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's got the blue pixel around it. But just to kind of give an example, like let's say this is our master sprite sheet once we're done with all the art. Then we will save it. We'll actually export it as a PNG called, oops. Yeah, we'll go here. Oh my goodness. Export as PNG. And we'll go, I'll just call it Koholint, because we're not going to use this. Was it 386 on the canvas here? 384. So we should have that. Now, here's where I want to show you guys the helper function we've got with the help of Colton Ogden here. If we go to the Zelda repo and we go to this draw nums, we've got this Python script. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take the font file and the draw nums script. We're going to go ahead and make a draw nums folder here. And it's going to be called draw nums. We're going to take that script, and then we need to get the picture we just made. So what we can do is just copy and paste it. It should be, did we even save it in our pics? No, we didn't. Let's go save it in our pics. Export as, where did we save it? In pictures. Okay, so we need to go to our repo pictures, and we'll save it as Koholint PNG. Export that bad boy. And now we've got it here as Koholint. So the idea is, oh, and look at this, we already messed up. We messed up the alignment here. Let's just fix that real quick. Okay, I don't think it'll line up just perfect because they've got little border around it, but we'll go ahead and see what it looks like as an example. So we'll go export this as Koholint, we'll overwrite, and then what we'll do is we'll run this little helper Python function. So what that will do is we'll actually copy this picture, go into our draw nums folder, and we'll paste it in here so it's in the same directory. Now let's give this a shot. It's Koholint PNG. I know this Python script. Actually, let's just take a look at it real quick and see what it does. We'll just look at it uses a Python imaging library. It just sets a couple values. We're using the same tile size. So here's what we want to do. We want to modify the script to say Koholint.png. That's the file we're opening. we're going to be rendering with a font that is in that folder, and we're going to save it as tilesnumbered.png. So we should be able to do it that easy. So let's make sure that's saved. And then what we'll do is we'll go... I don't know why this is running, but go ahead and discard it. Okay, so let's try to run this. So we'll go from our NeoVim here, we'll go out into our, not that. What did I just do there? Okay. We'll go here into our drawNums folder. Now we've got this drawNums py, and actually let's get into our terminal here. We'll go into our drawNums folder. Now there we've got the picture and we've got the script. So let's go ahead and try to run the script. So we'll say Python 3 and then drawNums.py. Module not found. We don't have the Python imaging library. To install Python packages, try apt install. apt install pillow. What's it called? PIL? Oh God, okay. Well, I don't know how to do this. I thought it was called pillow. Do we not have pip? Oh, we've got pip. If you wish to install, use pipx install, which will manage a virtual environment. I don't think I want to do this. Age of Dark Ninja? No, this is, I don't know what CrowdChamber is. We're making a Link's Awakening inspired game here, so if we go, we can attach to our tmux here and run it. And of course, we don't have our texture file, so I can't show you right now. Let's play state 15. Let's go fix that real quick. So it's not textures. We actually just deleted textures, so we can go ahead and comment that out. This is all we've got so far. We can walk on different different screens. So today we're working on some sprite art, which is what I'm trying to debug right now by trying to install a Python imaging library, which we're having some not so luck with. Python install PIL. Let's see. Python-m pip install upgrade pillow. Let's try it. So let's upgrade pip and then we'll try to install it. So we'll go here. Does it really? I don't get why Linux is just hating me trying to modify Python. Okay, I mean, I guess I can try it. I've never done this virtual environment using Python 3-m-venv. Oi, I don't want to do this. I guess let's try apt install pillow. Nope. Well, why does it not like it? Maybe there's a Debian pillow that I'm missing. I don't know. I thought this would be as easy as running the script. Probably because you have Python as the default from Linux. Yeah, I've never done that before. I've never made a little environment to upgrade the Python package it comes with. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be figuring this out on stream here, because I know it's not so riveting to watch. Yeah, I've never tried doing that. I mean, we have Python 3, right? Yeah, we've got Python 3. Yeah, I guess I can try to make that environment. I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. Path to virtual environment. Yeah, I'm not about to figure this out right now. We only have Python 3. Okay. Maybe I don't know if I can install it through here? Nope. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get around to it. Okay, here, let's give that a shot. What goes... So, Python 3, and then -m for a virtual environment, and then... Do I not run that? Oh, it's source environment bin /activate? What it... I don't even know what, how do you figure this stuff out? Okay, so we're in this environment, so now we should be able to pip install it? Guess let's try this. Okay, so far so good. Upgrade pillow. I don't know if I've got the right prereqs, but... Hey, there it is, there it is. Yo, hey, thanks, Dark Ninja. Woo! Saving the stream. Okay, sweet, thanks, man. Oh no! Okay, well, we don't have the dependencies, right? So we need to install... We need to install other stuff. Oh god. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Okay, it didn't do that. Well. Could not build wheels. Prerequisites on Ubuntu. Let's go ahead and try to get these. I got no idea what I'm doing. We're close. We're close. Okay, well, shit. We're really close. Let's not do this binary stuff and see. Okay. We might be in business. So let's run our script now. Draw nums. .py, and we gotta, of course, run it like this. Draw nums.py. Okay. And we've got a tiles numbered PNG now. Let's see. We should have in our draw nums a tiles numbered. And we don't have the numbers on the tiles. Okay. What are we missing? Let's take a look here. We've got that font. We should be drawing it. I'm not sure why it's not drawing it. Oops, not what I wanted. Okay, well, we almost did it. I don't know what to try different, to be honest. It just looks like the numbers aren't being added to it. We should be using that same exact TTF file. And we do open the image okay. It's just that we don't render anything. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what is going on with that. It's not doing it. Oh my gosh, I've never done this virtual environment thing before. But thanks Dark Ninja for that. Well, shit. I don't know what to try different. I tried this on my Mac and it worked very easily. So I was thinking it wouldn't be a big deal here, but maybe there's one thing we are missing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the font path is messing up. Maybe we can just rename this font.ttf. Because there's some weird spaces in here. Font TTF. Did I really just do that? No. Okay, font TTF, and then we'll go in here and call it font TTF. And then we'll give it a shot again. No. It's weird because it's like it has access to the picture because it's able to copy the picture into the correct output name. But it's not rendering the numbers. Draw text to string of counter. Try to save it as a different color, I guess. See, what is this? Why? It's drawing 3 different things. Let's see if changing the color does anything. No. I don't know. Shoot. I was really thinking this was going to be as easy as just running the script, but it is not. Okay, I don't know. Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Dark Ninja. We've got to actually put in exactly how big we are, which is, was it 364? Let's check. I think you're exactly right, man. Coming in clutch. Thanks for the saves here, dude. Let's see. 384. So 384, and then we'll save it, and we'll just go back to this, and then we'll go ahead and try it. So we run the script. Oh no. Why did I mess up? No. Oh, okay, so it's the tiles, So we've got it's not our pixels wide, it's our tiles wide. So it's whatever this divided by 16 is. What were those numbers? So 384 divided by our tiles gives us 24 by 24. Okay. Oh my god, okay. If I could just use a simple app, we could get this show going. Okay. All we gotta do is run the script like that. Then all we gotta do is click the export, and we've got numbers on every single tile. Okay. Thanks, Dark Ninja. That really helped me out. So yeah, this is just an example, right? So this is just, so like if we have this as our sprite sheet, and instead of us indexing sand at 1, we can say, hey, give us 280 to get this little key thing. So we can go, let's import this and just try some of these tiles out just for fun. And we'll go, so we'll take, we've already got this coholent in our pix here. So we've got, yep, coholent. So what we'll do is we'll go import that. Let's go, oh god, now I don't know how to get out of this virtual environment. I guess we don't have to get out. Literally just deactivate. Hey, yo, thanks, man. This is really helping me out. Okay, I'm just getting rid of that so we can have our nice Sekiro art back. Okay, so if we go into our main, we'll make sure we import this drawable as coholent, right? So coholent gets love.graphics, new image, we give it the source, path, which is our pics, and it's coholent PNG. And then we've got that. Now, instead of slicing up our test sprites, let's slice up our coholent instead. So if we take a look in our play state, we've got a tile sheet that we're getting our test sprites, and we don't have to assign this here. We've got our test sprites assigned already in this drawable. So what we can do instead is just change this to be coholent, I believe, because it's a drawable. And then we're going to be generating our quads for that tile sheet. And then if we go into our map declarations, using our numbers, we can populate all of this. Yo, thanks, man. Yeah, I watched Primogen's NeoVim videos, and he got me hype on NeoVim. So that's what I've been rocking for a couple months now. I'm really liking it. I like it. There definitely is a learning curve to it, but I like it. We can use this number that we just spit out with our app here, and we can go check out. And you know what? We should have just saved this to. We should have just pinned this so we can find it. Okay, if we pin. I don't know how to use a computer today, apparently. Let's go. Hey, hit our follower goal. Hey, thanks. If that's you, Dark Ninja, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Did it play any sounds or anything for that? I don't know if I had to set up a sound for that, but that was really cool. We've got like you guys just chat, spit out one of these numbers that we want to render as our default sprite here. So like we can do grass for 254. We could do any number really through 500. If it's one of those 248, we'll do 248 and see. So we'll try this. We'll say, hey, you know what? Let's populate all this with 248, and that's the number. Oh no, 21 and a main, we're crashing. Let's go try to fix that real quick. Yep, new image, not new inmate. Oh god, okay, could not open the file at 21. Coholent, I must have spelled it wrong. Coholent PNG. Hey, there we go. I heard the noise there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Gave us a little shout out there. That's awesome. Thanks for following, guys. I appreciate it. Right as I stumble through misspelling a import picture. So coholent PNG. Why are we failing? Coholent.png. God damn it, we forgot an S. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is so not right. Okay, let's make sure we're let's take a look, because like if it's saved as a wrong if we didn't get the right aspect ratio for the generate quads, it'll be all screwed up like this. So we're passing in the tile sheet of our coholent. Just to be safe, I think I want to manually pull this just so we don't accidentally screw something up here. Because like if you change too many things at once, then it's hard to debug, so I don't know what's going wrong with this just yet. So we've got our tile sheet. We're generating our quads from our tile sheet. Then in our map declarations, no, in our map class, oh, we're still just drawing test sprites. Let's see. Instead of drawing our test sprites, we want to draw our coholant. So what we'll do is we'll put coholant here. Okay. Wow. Okay. You know, it's not right, but it's kind of cool. And it's because, like, you see these borders here. These borders are from that sprite sheet that we tried to import. Oh god, it's so jacked. Okay. Well, since it's not sliced at the correct aspect ratio, I think we're going to be getting a lot of errors like that. But ideally, if we have the perfect nice and tidy pictures, we can just index at whatever number, like AKA Bob said, 248. We're going to go into the 248 square, and we would just draw that square. So we've got some interesting stuff with that, but let's just go back and let's, instead of doing all this, like, this is just kind of, I thought that would be easy to just prove a point, like all we got to do is put it in the number, and then we'll see that everything is easy and we can just dial into it, but that's not the case. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. We're still getting that weird stuff. So when we generate our quads in our play state here, we do it from this coholant picture, but instead we want to do our test sprites. Gonna get our test sprites back. Okay, so we've got our billiard balls back, and then we should have a crash because we put 248 in there. So we'll go back and put our sand, and then we'll just make some pixel art, which I was supposed to do at the start of the episode, and I've been messing around. Okay, so we need to go to what? Sand here. So we can go change to sand. Okay, so everything should be sand past these first two levels. Okay, so we're good to go. So now we've got a ratio. We've got a working application to dial in our index numbers here, right? So once we make our new sprite sheet, it's going to be huge, and we can use this Python script to give us the numbers that we need to index into as an easy reference. So that'll be nice. So let's go ahead and make some new art. So if we go, I guess we started, this is our actual canvas of our 284 by 284. I need to write that down so I don't forget. But let's start from scratch here. And for now, let's just try to do a 9 by 9 of all that grass with the edges. So if we can get that working, then we're in business for simple little grass stuff, right? So we've got the palette here, but the way this is set up, we have to kind of manually paint in every box here. I was going to say we could just paint bucket the middle, but that won't work. So we want to paint, oh my goodness. We'll paint here, and then we got to make our edge grass, right? So we know our dirt color is this one, so why don't we go ahead and paint our dirt. I'm not sure that's our dirt color. I think that's more our dirt color. No? Shit. Yeah, it looks like their dirt color is this orange, orangish yellow. Okay, so that is our dirt color. So we want to do our little edges. So we need corner grass, edge grass, and then we could use and one thing I haven't thought about is like if we wanted to use our if we wanted to use our same corner piece here and just rotate it. I don't know of a easy way to do that with the current kind of sprite rendering setup we've got. It's kind of easier to just make all the orientations of it and then index into it instead of worrying about rotating and offsetting and all that jazz. So maybe we just kind of declare that we just go for baking in all the orientations, and then we just explicitly say in our tables there. And for right now, actually here, look, I got an idea. Maybe we can go to our, I'm on Twitch here trying to change our goal because we hit our previous goal thanks to Dark Ninja. We can go, oh gosh. I'm such a Twitch noob, man. I'm like, where's our... Want to just set our goal. Where's our goal setting? Here we go. Manage goals. Okay. Yeah, set a new goal. Yep. Cool. Did that pop up? Okay, yeah. That's sweet. The same... That's awesome. Okay, new goal set, guys. I was thinking about making the goal 21 followers, but I decided against it. Okay. So yeah, let's just try to get this edge grass set up here, and then we might call it a night. So we're gonna be drawing some fancy grass, and I almost want to set up my little drawing tablet for this. What the? Okay. We're good. Okay. Oh, lordy. You know? Something like that. Oh, God. It is so hard to draw pixel art, guys. Easy to draw pixel art, hard to draw good pixel art. I should say that. So, like, the idea is we want these to perfectly... We want them to be, like, perfectly symmetrical so that they can align with one another so that they render all pretty. Not doing a very good job, but we can shape it once we got the kind of basic overview. Beautiful! Look at how beautiful. Just a pretty little square of grass. Yeah, okay. We can do a little, you know, little grass, little leaves. Oh my god, I have to say, like, trying my own pixel art really makes me appreciate just how good they were at all the pixel art in Link's Awakening. Because this shit just looks like blobs, but then on theirs you're like, no, that's a leaf. That's definitely a leaf. It's like, bro, that's like 4 pixels, but it's clearly a leaf. Oh, lordy. Okay. This is awful. Okay, that looks a little better. Well, okay, whatever. Let's, as an example, I want to just export this and just see if we can index it with our new sprite sheet. So this is a big ol' 284 sprite sheet, and we're going to try to index into it. We're going to call this, we're going to call it master sheet, I guess. Like the master sword. And we'll go ahead and try to import it, which I didn't even see what folder it's saved in, so hopefully we put it in the right spot. Master, we did save it. So look how tiny, well, I guess it wasn't that tiny. We might need more than this master sheet, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if that's just our grass, I don't know. We might want more than that, but let's just try to draw our master sheet. So what we'll do is we'll go import it, and then let's give us a master sheet drawable, and we'll import it here as its file name, mastersheet.png, and then we want to draw our quads for this master sheet, and then we can either do some math or we can run our little draw nums on it to see which tiles are what. So what we can do is take in this, and this is why I said we wanted our master resolution baked in, because we're going to be having different values as we add sprites. If we change the width of the sprite sheet, we're going to be changing the index that we hard code in our references as. So that's why I'm wanting to get the master sheet resolution kind of baked in, so that we don't have to worry about repositioning numbers as we add more sprites. So we're going to go here to, we want to go to our draw nums, right? So we go to draw nums, we'll paste in our master sheet, we'll go edit our script so that we're drawing on our master sheet PNG, and then we've already got the 24 tiles wide. Shout out Dark Ninja. And then we'll go, we'll run this. Oh God! And then I've got to do the whole. Do I have to do the whole virtual environment thing again? So if we go, okay, so how did we do it? Oh God, I literally got to go look at Dark Ninja's cheat sheet again. Source bin, okay, so Python 3-m, and we say venv, and then we go to this, we do a source activate. Now we're in the bin here, and then we can go do, if we're in our draw nums, we can go ahead and run our script Python 3 for our master sheet .png. Okay. You know what? We don't do that. We just run the script. So it's just our draw nums. Motherfucker. Okay. So I don't know if that's like a temporary memory thing. I'll have to figure this out so that I don't have to install Pillow every time. But we should have just made it. And we can see that we've got a tiles numbered. And here's why this is useful, because when we do a big master sheet like this, instead of having to do all the math or whatever, we can just see the numbers. Okay. Yep. So if we want to draw a whole square like that, we just have to draw our map indices at these indexes. So what we'll do is we'll pull up our map declarations, which should be here, and we'll say on this first map, and the thing is we have to save, if we're drawing it at this master sheet, then as long as all these values are in our master sheet, which they are, they're just transparent, we should be able to get away with saying the numbers. So since the numbers, we haven't done all the constants yet to name them, we can just hard code in the numbers here. So the top three first sprites are that. Then there's a 26, 25, 26, 27. And then 49. And by the time, once we finalize this, we'll know that grass is always these numbers, and we can hard code in grass edge bottom as 50, so we don't have to look at our sheet like this. But for right now, the sheet's handy for us to kind of see. And then we'll just make sure that we go in our, not in our play state, but in our, where is it? We want to go to where we're rendering it, so it's in the map. We go to our map. Where am I, man? Why am I... Okay. So if we go to our map here, instead of rendering test sprites, we can go ahead and render them first, but we want to overwrite with our master sheet here. And then hopefully, oh lordy, we got to go up here, and then we can run. Oh lordy, okay. Oh my god, okay. What did it say? Okay, yeah, you don't like that. I get that. Bad argument 2. Okay, so we might not have done map 33. We don't have our test sprites anymore, so let's go ahead and just draw our master sheet here. So everything should be blank except those squares. Oh my... Okay, I'll have to figure out how to get pip and pillow installed on my normal Python, so that I don't have to deal with this. Okay, yeah, this is quite the detour. So we just got to make sure we're generating quads for our, not for our test sprites, but for our master sheet here. So I don't like that we've been doing this like this, assigning it into the tile sheet here in the play state. I don't like that we're doing that. We'll have to change that. But then tile sheet is where we're actually rendering, and all my harpoons are gone. And maybe I can get them back if I go here. Okay, I do get them back, okay. So we've got our tile sheet, which is our master sheet now. We're drawing our quads based on that, and then I guess we want to make sure that We're drawing our master sheet. Let's see if this works. Okay, check that out. So we've got our little map of grass. All the ones are showing up, and everything else, unless it's a 2 or 3, wouldn't be showing up. So 1s, 2s, and 3s are showing up. So let's just visually kind of script out how this works so you guys can see the kind of vision for it. So up here, and we can do it, let's just do it inner constants because that's where it's gonna go. What we're gonna do is say, for right now, I'm gonna comment all these out, and we're gonna put in from our master sheet, which I think I do want to make bigger than it is currently. So I'm glad we kind of tested it, because I think we need a bigger sheet than this to get all the sprites we want, especially if we're not going to be doing any rotate logic or anything. So we want to say, now that we've got this sprite open as reference, and chat is kind of over that for you guys, so I can scoot it. Over a bit. There we go. So we can see that now. So now what we can do is name some constants, and we can call it grass top left gets 1. Grass top edge. Top edge gets 2. And then grass top right. And we can have a little code, you know, TE is top edge, TL top left, that sort of deal. And we can say grass left edge gets 25 here. And then 26 is just grass, so we can say grass gets 26. Right edge is 27, so we can say grass right edge gets 27. Grass bottom left gets our 49. Bottom left actually, and then our bottom edge gets 50. And then 51 is our bottom right, so grass bottom right. So the power of this, doing it like this, is being able to say, okay, we put in all the numbers with the help of that Python script. So we knew what to name things. And then now in our map declarations, we can go ahead and forget those numbers. And we can just populate all of this based on, we want grass top left. It knows all these grass sprites we can do. So like, let's just do like a big old square, right? So all the edges are gonna be the edges, and then the middle's gonna be the middle. So it's gonna take forever to type that crap though. But we can do top edge. There's gotta be a way in Vim to change with a paste. Nope. Change word, paste. Nope. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yank it. We're gonna change word with a, fuck. Shit. Sorry, Holden, I didn't. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go for the old classic. Just typing in that mother. Then, let's see. I won't do this entire everything, but I just want to show how we can kind of visually script this. Okay, so this top right one is going to be our grass top right. And then, I totally messed that up. Grass top right. Why am I like the way I am? Yes. Okay. Let me just see. I think it's because we turned off all of our other numbers, so it doesn't know what those numbers are. So I think we got to turn them back on in our constants, because we're crashing. Okay, cool. So see, those are all the top edges we just pasted in there. So now we can kind of... Dude, the looping actually it doesn't look atrocious there. It doesn't look good, but you can't see the hard loops there. So this is just kind of goes to show how we can now visually script out these sprites. So what I'm gonna do is I guess I don't like leaving it this ugly, but this is the next thing we're working on, so I guess it's fine to leave it in this state. So let's go ahead and deactivate our virtual environment. And what we'll do is we'll reattach to our tmux, and we'll go into our notes. Now we want a bigger, we want to say like bigger master sprite sheet, and it's currently 284 by 284, I believe. We want it bigger than this, so instead of 24 wide, maybe we go 30 by 30, something like that, times 16 for all of our tiles. But I think we want a bigger master sheet because we don't want to run out of room, because if we run out of room, then every sheet, every sprite we've put, we're going to have to reassign as a different number. So we want to get a big old master sheet, big enough to use all of our sprites. And then we can start placing in stuff like grass, so that grass universally, 25 is always going to be left edge grass, and we know that. It's hard coded in, and if we add sprites, it won't change it because our sprite table was big enough to place it in. So that's the goal. We'll make a bigger master sprite sheet so that we don't have to worry about that problem. And then tomorrow's episode, it'll be the chill episode I thought today was going to be, and we're just going to be making pixel art. I'll probably get my little drawing tablet set up so I can use the pencil, or the drawing pen for it. But that's what we got going for us tomorrow. I want to give a big shout out to Dark Ninja for helping me out. I'm going to look up how to get the Python imaging library in my main setup here, because I don't want to have to do that virtual environment every time. But it is a cool trick up my sleeve thanks to Dark Ninja, so I'm glad he helped me out with that. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Actually, let's do our git commit, and then we'll call it. So we might actually, yeah, we're going to want to remove our test images here from our draw nums. So we don't need this environment bin in our Git repo. We'll take this out because we'll just make a new one once we get our proper sized master sheet. And we don't want to commit this coholent map either. So we've got all those, and then we'll go, we'll check out our git diff now. It should show that we added our draw nums, which I'm not seeing it. And that's where the 5 question mark is, actually, because we didn't add any of that. So, see, and I don't want to add that stuff. Let's add our draw nums. And then we'll see, we do want master sheet, and I think our test sprites, did we do, we added test sprites and then we stopped rendering them. So I don't know if we're keeping those. Let's see. Test sprites. No, yeah, let's keep those. We'll keep those. We'll import both of those things. So we'll just git add our master sheet, and we'll also add in our test sprites, and then we'll git add. Actually, those are added, so all we have to do is git commit with a message saying started to add master sprite sheet. I guess that's it. We'll get push that. Okay, and then I'm trying to remember the git command for removing or to untrack files, because I don't want. Oh, and shit, you know what? We didn't commit any of those changes there. So how do I remove? Let me see if we've got. We deleted our environment bin from here, so we shouldn't be committing that. Oh, it's back. Did I do that wrong? Okay. So I don't want that in my Git repo. But if I get status here, and we don't want our colon pick either. Okay, so we'll remove that, and then we'll be able to git commit with all this stuff. So masterSprite sheet with new testingSprites. Okay. All right. So tomorrow's going to be the chill stream, not today. But we'll be doing some more pixel art tomorrow, and it'll actually be chill. Promise. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and let me know if so today I'm streaming at 48 frames a second and not full 1080. I was just like rewatching my videos in 1080 at 60 FPS, and Twitch murders the bitrate. So like they cap it out at 6 megabits, so it's like not so great for 60 FPS and definitely not so great for 1080. So I'm streaming at 48 frames a second, and it's a slightly lower than 1080. But I'm curious if you guys notice a difference, or if you were missing the frame rate for the 60 FPS, or if this seems to look clearer. I don't know. I heard that the 1664 by 936 is a decent resolution. It's a little smaller than 1080, but it's apparently better. It's easier for the encoding engine for OBS, apparently. And it just helps the compression to the compression per pixel ratio, I guess. And then the 48 frames instead of 60 helps spread out the data so it can look a little better. I don't know, but I'm gonna rewatch it and see if it looks any different at all. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we'll get some more work done tomorrow.